So welcome to Amritsar Physics. Okay, so dear student, now almost we have seen a few concepts like Kirchhoff's laws, okay, Kirchhoff's voltage law, and then Kirchhoff's junction rule. Okay, so by using that law, we are going to find out one, you can say one instrument, or you can say bridge. Okay, so that's why it is known as what, a Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so where Wheatstone is the name of the scientist and the bridge is nothing but the which connects something. Okay, so that's why it has a name. Okay, and this Wheatstone bridge we have to get one derivation by using the what, the Kirchhoff's junction rule, or maybe voltage rule you have to apply. Okay, so the next concept is what, the Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so this is an application of the what, Kirchhoff's law. That means you have to apply the what, to Kirchhoff's law. And then bridge is nothing but the made of the 4 resistors. It is made of what, 4 resistors, in which 3 are known values and 1 will be unknown value. Okay, then what is the use of this bridge? If you connect, suppose this is what the R3, this is what the one resistor, and if you don't know the value of this R, okay, value of this resistance, then but if you know this R1, R2 and R3, okay, by getting one final equation you can find out the what, exactly the what is the value of this R3. Okay, so that is what the, to find the unknown value of the resistor. Okay, and then you have to, for that you have to derive the balancing condition. Okay, so this word is important, you have to derive what, balancing condition. Okay, that means the equation which balance the all these 4 resistors, that balancing condition you have to find out. Okay, and then it may get for 5 marks, it may get for 5 marks also. Okay, derive the expression for the what, balancing condition directly for 5 marks, or maybe draw the Wheatstone bridge for 2 marks. You have to just draw this Wheatstone bridge only circuit. Okay, or sometimes they will ask for 1 mark, write down the balancing condition for the what, a Wheatstone bridge. You have to write down the final equation. So if the full derivation is asked, then it is 5 marks. If only they will ask draw the diagrams of Wheatstone bridge, this is circuit board of Wheatstone bridge, then you will get 2 marks. Okay, and if they ask write down the balancing condition for 1 marks. Okay, now we are going to derive that balancing condition, okay, for the Wheatstone bridge. Now before moving, I will tell you how to draw this diagram. Okay, so you have to just draw the one square, okay, in this format. Okay, in this format, and 4 resistors are connected at each arm. So this was the first, second, and then third, and then fourth. Okay, and opposite, diagonally opposite point, this and this point is taken to the what, the external circuit, is taken to the what, external circuit, that is positive and negative, and in between these two you have to connect what, a galvanometer. So this is what the simple you can say Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so this is R1, R2, you can say R3 or R4. Current I is flowing, so current will get splitted here, I and then I2, I1 and I2, and through this it becomes IG. IG means current through the galvanometer, and through this here it is, you can say I2. Okay, so you will get again I itself. Okay, so if you draw this much only, you will get the 2 marks definitely. Okay, so first draw the circle, and each arm you have to draw the what, resistor, and in opposite diagonal connect to the what, galvanometer, and opposite diagonal connect to the what, this one. Okay, you can make it this also possible. Okay, so both are possible. Okay, suppose if I draw this like circuit diagram. Okay, so this is what the Wheatstone bridge. Okay, and then now instead of connecting these two opposite, okay, so I will A, B, C and D. Okay, so same here, A, B, C and D here. Okay, so B and D I will connect for the what, cell, external cell, so that is positive and negative, and A and G I will connect what, again galvanometer. So both the possibilities are there. Okay, so both the things are same here. So this is resistor and this is resistor, so this is 1 and then this is 1. If this is R1, R2, this becomes R3, R4. Okay, so if you make it vertical, it looks exactly the same. Okay, so it doesn't matter on which opposite terminal you connect the battery. Okay, maybe connect here or maybe connect horizontally, it doesn't matter. Okay, but it should be opposite, it should be opposite. Okay, so remember this is what the you have to draw the circuit diagram if they ask for the 2 marks. Okay, Wheatstone bridge. Okay, and this Wheatstone bridge, the balancing condition is there. That means at certain condition, okay, at certain condition this Wheatstone bridge is well balanced. Well balanced means what, the left hand side and the right hand side, okay, of this galvanometer will be the what, well balanced, and that condition you have to find out. Okay, so now this is what the diagram, okay, where all the four resistors are connected across the what, one equilateral quadrilateral, okay, and these opposite terminals are connected to the galvanometer, and these two opposite terminals are connected to the what, cell itself, okay, and this is what the resistor R1, R2, R3 and R4, correct. But R1 can be also known as what, T, R2 can be also known as what, Q, and this is what, R, and this is what, S. It has another name, okay. So instead of taking R1, you can take also P also, okay, doesn't matter. Now this is what the total current I, which is coming from this cell I, but at this A point it is a junction, okay. So current will get splitted, one will be I1 and another bit will be what, I2, okay. So I2 current is flowing through the R2, I1 is flowing through the what, R1. Now R1 will move through this point and reach what, B. Now this R1 is also gets splitted, some current will move through this galvanometer, so that is known as what, Ig, okay. So if I1 current is splitted into small portion is moved towards the what, Ig, then what is the left, I1 minus Ig will be left here, okay, I1 minus Ig. Suppose here it is 2 ampere and this will give you a current of 5 ampere. Out of this 2 ampere, it will galvanometer passes the current how much, 0.5. So how much is left, 2 minus this one, 0.5. So 1.5 current will be this side. So same way, okay, same way I have applied the equation. If I1 current split here, the current through the galvanometer is Ig, okay, and then left current, overall left current is what, I1 minus Ig will flow through this R3, okay, and it will combine, same here, I2 and this is Ig. So I2 is coming, Ig is coming and they are meeting at this point. So I2 plus Ig, you will get what, the current through this resistor, okay. So that's why it is I2 plus Ig, okay. So now this is what the description, and again if you I2 plus Ig, I1 minus Ig, if they combine, you will get again I here, you will get I here, and that is nothing but I1 plus I2 itself, okay, because plus Ig minus Ig will get cancelled because they are going to add here, pointing, adding, okay. So they are going to add, so plus Ig minus Ig will get cancelled, so left is what, I1 plus I2 itself, okay. So now, okay, so there are two loops you can consider here, A, B, D, C. You can move it A, D, B, C, doesn't matter, okay. And another loop is what, B, C, D, B, okay. So this is what one loop and this is what another loop, okay. So I will apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law to this loop, okay, each loop, okay. So applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, okay, on loop A, B, D, A, complete loop A, B, D, A. You can move A, D, B, A also, doesn't matter, but you have to mean the sign convention, okay. So that means Kirchhoff's voltage law tells you what, potential drop across each resistor, sum of the potential drop across the each resistor will be the what, 0, okay. So now you are moving from the A, okay, you are encountered with this resistor. So what is the current flow through this, I1, what is the resistor, I2, both are in the same direction, that is current, and you are moving in the same direction. So potential drop is here, it is what, minus, negative, so it becomes what, minus I1 R1, okay. So use the sign convention, okay, already told you. Next, okay, so B, now you have to move in this loop, okay. So B to G, now this has a some resistance, that is G, okay, and the current is Ig, both are in the same direction and you are also moving in the same direction. So again you are getting what, minus you can get Ig capital G, okay, that is nothing but the resistance of this galvanometer. Next, you are reach point A and you are moving in this direction, but the current is moving in this direction, that means opposite, okay. And then what is the resistance, R2, what is the current, I2, okay, but opposite means what, you have to take plus. So plus I2 R2 is equal to what, 0, is equal to what, 0, okay. So make this equation number 1, make this equation number 1, okay. Similarly for loop, okay, B, C, D, B, for loop B, C, D, B, C, D, B, this loop, okay. So you can start with B or maybe D, doesn't matter, you have, but take the sign convention perfectly. So B to D, now you are moving B to C, okay, that means you are moving through this resistor in this direction, current is also in this direction. So what is the resistor, R3, what is the current, I1 minus Ig, okay. So minus I1 minus of Ig into R3, okay, current multiplied by resistance V, potential drop, okay. Next, C, you are moving in this direction, but the current is moving in this direction, so it is plus. So it becomes what? I2 plus Ig into R4 plus I2 plus Ig into R4. Okay, so why this plus? Because you are moving opposite. Okay, next here, so you are moving in this direction, but the current is downward, so also Ig multiplied by G also positive. So plus Ig and multiply by G is also positive is equal to what? 0. Make this equation number 2. Make this comment. Okay, 2. For balancing the 4 resistors, okay, the current through the galvanometer must be 0. This is what the condition actually. Okay, current through the galvanometer must be 0. Okay, if this Ig becomes 0, then these 4 resistors will be well balanced. Okay, so this is what the condition. Now then equation 1 and 2 becomes when you place Ig is equal to 0 in equation 1 and equation 2, what you will get? See here. Okay, so minus I1 R1, okay, minus Ig becomes 0, so it becomes what? Totally 0, because Ig is 0, G multiplied by anything 0 will get what? 0 itself, plus I2 R2 is equal to what? 0. Okay, and this implies what? Okay, so if I shift this over here, okay, so I will write it down here itself. So it becomes what? I1 R1 is equal to what? I2 R2 itself. Okay, so shift this that side, so I2 R2 is equal to what? I1 R2, because if you shift that side you will get what? Minus becomes plus. Okay, so from this you will get I1, okay, from this you will get, I will make it I2 divided by I1. Okay, I2 divided by I1 is equal to what? R1 divided by R2. So this is, make this equation number 3. Make this equation number 3. Okay, similarly, okay, for equation 2, Ig becomes 0, so this I1 minus Ig, if this becomes 0, what is left? Minus I1 and this R3, so it becomes what? Minus I1 and this is I3, correct, and this Ig becomes 0, that means what? Only I2 is left, so I2 into you will get R4, okay, and plus you will get 0 is equal to what? 0 itself. Okay, because here Ig becomes 0. Okay, so solve this, you will get what? I2 R4 is equal to what? I1 R3, shift that side, you will get what? This one. Okay, therefore again I2 divided by I1 is equal to what? R3 divided by R4. Okay, so make this equation number 4. Make this equation number 4. Now comparing equation 1 and 2, sorry, comparing equation 3 and 4, we can write it down. Okay, you can see here, left hand side is what? I2 I1, here left hand side is what? I2 I1, hence left hand sides are equal, then right hand sides must be equal. Okay, comparing the equation 3 and 4, that means what? LHS is equal to what? RHS. Okay, therefore LHS both are same, I2 divided by I1, I2 divided by R1, hence right hand sides also are same. Okay, that means what? We can mention R1 divided by R2 is equal to what? R3 divided by R4. So this is what the balancing condition for the what? Wheatstone bridge. Okay, but if you are mention this R1 in terms of P, R3 in terms of R, and R2 in terms of Q, and then R4 in terms of S, this can be also written as, okay, just you have to another name, P divided by Q is equal to what? R divided by S itself. Okay, so this may ask for 1 mark. Write down the balancing condition for the Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so at Ig is equal to 0, P divided by Q is equal to what? R divided by S. So this is what the answer. Okay, and this whole derivation will be asked for 5 marks. Derive the balancing condition for the what? Wheatstone bridge. So draw the diagram and then apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Remember the sign convention, when to take the minus and when to take the plus. Definitely you are going to get the final result as this one only. Okay, so just pause the video and just practice it more and more. Okay, now in the next video we are going to learn how this Wheatstone bridge can be applicable in practicals. Okay, so there are two instruments, one is meter bridge, another is what, potentiometer. Okay, so whenever you go for the what practical in the laboratory, you will get the chance to see those two experiments, or you can say devices. Okay, those devices works on the principle of what, the Wheatstone bridge itself. Okay, so you will get the more knowledge in practical regarding those two. Okay, but I will only discuss regarding the what are the applications of this meter bridge, and what are the applications of this potentiometer, which works on this principle. Okay, so we will see it, and then after that this chapter will be almost end. Okay, the third chapter will be end. Okay, then after that we will some revise. Okay, take the revision, quick revision, and then wind up. Okay, so just pause this video and just have a look. So next we are going to learn the two basic instrument, okay, which are going to be learned in the your practical or laboratory. Okay, so I am going to give you only the brief. Okay, how what type of questions they will ask regarding this two instrument. Okay, so first instrument is what, the meter bridge. The name itself suggests you there is what, a bridge on which there will be a meter wire long is used. Okay, so an instrument used to find out the what, unknown resistance of the given wire. Suppose if you have the any wire, and if you want to find out the resistance of that wire, then you can use this meter bridge, connect that resistance across the what, one end, and definitely by performing the experiment, you can calculate the what is the resistance of that particular wire. Okay, and then it works on the principle of what, a Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so remember, this is for 1 mark, definition also for 1 mark, define the meter bridge, or what is the meter bridge, and then what is the principle behind the meter bridge, that is also for the 1 mark. So it works on the principle of what, Wheatstone bridge itself. Okay, so next, it consists 1 meter long wire, and probably it is made of what, a manganese. That's why it has a name meter bridge, because it has used 1 meter long wire between the what, two terminals. Okay, and then to find out the what, unknown resistance, we have the equation. S is nothing but the box or the specific resistance, L is nothing but the balancing length, and this is what, 1 minus L. Okay, so this is what the equation. Okay, whenever you go for the practical, you will come to know how to use this meter bridge. Okay, definitely you will get the more knowledge in practical, so that's why I am not telling anything. So 1 mark definition, 1 mark principle, and then what is the application of this meter bridge? It is nothing but to measure the unknown resistance itself. Okay, application. Okay, so next is what, the potentiometer. The name itself suggests you it measures potential, a meter which measures the potential, but mainly this device is used to measure the EMF of the cell, because EMF of the cell is measured accurately when there is what, no current is drawn from that cell, then and then only it is possible. Okay, otherwise you can use what, voltmeter, but that will consume some amount of electrical energy from the cell, so you will not get the exact value of the EMF. So that's why another instrument, okay, instead of voltmeter you can use the potentiometer to find out what, EMF of the cell. Okay, so what is the potentiometer? And device which is used to mainly to measure the what, EMF of the cell. Okay, next is principle. It has also a principle. So principle is what, the potential drop across the wire is directly proportional to the what, length of the wire. That means V, potential drop, is directly proportional to what, length, and if you remove this proportionality constant, you will get the what, K and L. So this is what the principle. Okay, so sometimes they ask what is the principle behind this potentiometer, so just write down and then write down this equation. Okay, then what is the applications of the potentiometer? That means by using this potentiometer you are going to find out what, yeah, you can compare the EMF of the two cells by using the potentiometer, where this is what the EMF of the first cell, EMF of the second cell, and this is what the balancing length for the cell 1, and this is what the balancing length for the what, cell 2. Okay, because in both the cases you have a long meter wire, this is only consists 1 meter, but this may be consist 4 to 5 meter wire. Okay, so here you will get what, 4 to 5 meter wire long. Okay, so potentiometer is little bit huge device. Okay, and to measure the potential difference also, by using the voltmeter you can also measure, and by using the potentiometer you can also measure the potential difference. Okay, and next is to find the internal resistance of the cell. Okay, so internal resistance is nothing but the small r. Okay, resistance offered by the what, material of the cell which is present inside the cell. Okay, so that can be also find out by using this potentiometer, and it has the equation R is equal to what, capital R, resistance box, L1 divided by L2 minus of 1. Okay, so remember this is the equation to find out the what, internal resistance by using the potentiometer. Okay, so now just have a look again regarding this what meter bridge and the potentiometer. Okay, what is the meaning, principle, here it is also meaning and the principle, and then what it consists, and what it consists, here it is consist only 1 meter long, here it consists 4 to 5 meter, and application is what, to measure the unknown resistors. Here these are the what, 3 applications. So sometimes they will ask for 3 marks. Write down the applications of potentiometer. What is a potentiometer? What is the principle behind this potentiometer? Write down the expression for the what, internal resistance of the cell, okay, by using the what, potentiometer. So you have to write down this. Okay, so this everything will be for 1 or 2 marks or maybe 3 marks. Okay, so these are the what, the regarding the third topic. Okay, almost we have completed here. This is the end of this topic. Okay, so I will just recall this topic. So we have started with the what, you can have this current definition. Okay, it is nothing but the rate of charge flow in 1 second, that is Q by T. Okay, then unit of the current is ampere. Okay, and then we have seen the drift velocity and the expression for the drift velocity, and the relation between the current and the drift velocity, relation between the what, and Ohm's law. Okay, and then after that Ohm's law, dependence of the Ohm's law. Okay, ohmic devices and the non-ohmic devices. Okay, and then resistance, what is the meaning of resistance, resistivity, their unit, correct, and then the expression for the what, resistivity in terms of current, in terms of drift velocity, in terms of what, tau, that is so. Okay, so all these things we have seen for the 5 marks. And then resistance, color code of the resistance. Okay, color code of the resistance, and the few examples we have seen. And then after that, combination of the resistance, if the parallel combination or maybe the series combination we have already seen. Okay, and then after that we have seen the Kirchhoff's laws. Okay, those 2 laws you have to remember. Okay, and depending on this Kirchhoff's law, we have seen the what, meter bridge, sorry, Wheatstone bridge. Okay, how to get the balancing condition for the Wheatstone bridge, that is P divided by Q is equal to what, R divided by S at Ig is equal to what, 0. Current through the galvanometer should be 0. Okay, and finally we have 2 instrument. Okay, electrical instrument, meter bridge and the potentiometer. Meter bridge measures the what, unknown resistance, potentiometer measures the what, EMF of the cell, potential difference of the cell or circuit, or you can say internal resistance of the cell itself. Okay, so these are the what regarding the third topic. Okay, just have a look again all the videos. Okay, write it down each and every expression. Okay, and the important things like 1 mark, 2 mark questions. Okay, maybe principle, maybe application. Okay, in any cases. Okay, but remember the Kirchhoff's voltage 2 laws. Okay, Kirchhoff's laws, though both laws are important, they will ask for the what, 2 marks itself. Okay, so the next topic will be the moving charges and magnetism, interesting topic. Okay, so we will continue with that in the next lecture. Thank you.
Icon, man, and my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in the